Yo, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you. It's time for Trivia Tuesday and another live stream. It is the first day of September. September is here on the longest year ever in recorded history. The end of August. I felt like we got to the end of August fast, and then it was like August for forever. Now we're into September, and it is the reason I'm late today is this is my little coffee cup minder. My daughter made these. That's not why I'm late today, but we always get our cups confused, and so she's been making these for everybody so we know whose coffee is whose. But I had to get some coffee today, even though it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in New Vienna, and it's just a sleepy day. It's a very cool day, brisk. Temperatures were in the 40s for my run today, so it's just getting cold. It feels like fall is approaching. I'm a little dark. Here we go. Got some more light, and now I'm happy to see all of you guys. What's going on, everybody? We've got... let's see, a lot of people here. We got Chris Yao in here, Chris Dyke, Charles Ventura. He's just going to listen when he goes to the run later. Awesome. Very cool. Hope you're enjoying on your run, Charles. Bert Laguess is here. KCA doing some foam rolling and maintenance. That's nice. Lanier, JC, Mark Trujillo, Larry Lawrence, Plant Power Dan, not really Hank Aaron, just yelling bacon fat. All right. Cool. And Ilya Kim and Sean Marshall. Hey. Mark Chancoco says, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Corey Allen says, ran 13.2 miles at 130 heart rate in 2 hours today. That's nice. That's a solid run. Good job. Good work. That's keeping the heart rate nice and chill. Very nice. Steve says, I just enjoyed the link that you shared from last year where I said, I'm a cat. Yeah. So today's video was about how I finally got the navigation to work on the Koros. But yesterday's video was the first kind of like, navigation, getting lost fail for me in the Koros. And people were like, why don't you just use the Apple Watch and work outdoors? And I'm like, I've used Apple Watch and work outdoors. And the most lost I ever got was using that. And it had nothing to do with that. Well, maybe it does, because the maps were dynamic. They were pulling data to show me where I was. And so where I was running in that video that I linked to in some of the comments from yesterday's video was when I was in Devils Lake, Wisconsin. And I got super lost, and I ended up like sitting on top of a rock, and I couldn't figure out a way down for a while. I had to stop and rest and think it through, because like it was either like try and like rock climb up some rocks, like legit rock climb up some rocks. I'm like, I don't think that this is safe. Like, what if something gives, or I fall, or I slip, or what? And so I was just like, it's, you ever wonder like how like an animal can like climb itself up into a tree and then get stuck, and you're like, yeah, these cats, when they get stuck in trees, it's like, don't you think about how you're gonna get down? Like, don't go up if you don't think you can get down. Like, what a stupid animal. And then I'm just like, I'm the stupid animal. I'm a cat. So not that cats are dumb, but like animals that can get stuck are, I guess, just like us humans, I guess. So that's when that I'm a cat is from. Yeah. So Kim says, is it me or does Kofuzi look especially ripped in today's video? In today's video, the talking portion, that's a new shirt that Roadrunner Sports sent to me, and they've been offering like, hey, you guys, do you need any more gear? Do you need any more stuff? So I'm like, sure, I could use some just regular shirts, like workout-ish shirts, but shirts like this one they also sent to me as well, that I could just wear around, because I brought like singlets because I thought I'd be here for like June and July maybe. And so now I'm like needing t-shirts. So they sent me one. I asked them for a small, because like these days I'm like in between a small and a medium. So it's like, it's the age-old trick: medium-sized guy and a too small shirt. That's like my trick. Don't go to the gym. Just buy smaller clothes. Yeah. Recycle on Wednesday says, do I get lost in my daily life too? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I love like car GPS, and like that's on phones. I was a very early adopter of like TomToms and Garmin's and those kinds of things, because I just get lost all the time. I was actually having a conversation with my wife a little while ago about like, remember how you used to have to like look it up on like MapQuest, write down the directions so that way you could take it to your car, or you'd print it out. And I remember I used to get so frustrated at my wife. This was, I think, back when we were dating. And I'd be like, print out the directions, but make sure you hit the print button before you print the directions. Otherwise, we're going to have 5 pages of ads. And like, then she'd be like flipping through pages, trying to figure out the directions for like the next turn. Like I'm sure you guys remember that, but yeah. Yeah. All right. Stevie76 coming in with a super chat. Thank you so much, Stevie. Says, first day of fiscal year 21, didn't get a pink slip. Thankful. I will drink to that. Awesome. And thanks again for the super chat. Definitely not necessary, but always appreciated. And congratulations on, getting to work some more. So great work. But Mark Chancoco says he had that MapQuest issue. Yeah, and actually the other day when we were up at Pikes Peak, the state park around here, not the Pikes Peak, but Iowa's Pikes Peak, we were driving through, and as you guys know, cell reception is spotty between here and there. And I told my wife, like, you better screenshot some of those instructions, why we still have them. Otherwise, we're never going to find it. So she's like, yeah, okay. And I was like, I'm pretty sure we might lose cell reception. So she ended up being right. We had enough cell reception for data to trickle through for mapping and navigation, but, not for a live stream. Not really. Hank Aaron says, I use Magellan and ignore the directions it gives. I mean, that's pretty much me and every running watch that I've ever encountered. Yeah. Martha says, if anyone here is a Running World member plus, I'm the cover girl for this week's digital newsletter. I nearly fell over. That's amazing. I am not. But that's cool. Awesome, Martha. Congratulations. Yeah. All right. So let's start with, let's get to the trivia for today. And I'm going to try something a little bit different. It's a visual trivia for today. And it's not really trivia. It's more of like a guessing game. And so let me just give you kind of like, PG says, what's in the mug, coffee or beer? It's definitely coffee. It's like one of those sleepy, cloudy kind of days. A very brisk day. And even the baby was like, I'm kind of sleepy, Dad. And I was like, you want to go take a nap? And she's like, yeah. Usually that is like, has the opposite effect. Usually to prove how much she doesn't want to take a nap, she'll just start screaming and running around and jumping up and down. But today she was kind of like, maybe I'll just sit in your lap for a bit. We were all sitting outside. I was eating a snack and like I was on my iPad getting ready for tomorrow's video and just getting ready. And she just kind of snuggled in my lap and she watched her own iPad. We have lots of iPads here. But yeah, it was amazing. All right, so here's the trivia for today. I'll show you the first one, and it's visual trivia. And for people listening along, I'll try to explain the best I can. And it may be even more entertaining for everyone here who's not seeing the pictures as to what they are. But here's the premise. So I'm on Instagram a lot. And when I'm on, here, let me move myself over a little bit. There we go. So I'm on Instagram a lot. And I also on Amazon a lot. So sometimes, you get ads, and sometimes it's very clear like what they're for. But when I think Amazon advertises so many products, they just don't care about the description. They show you a picture, and all the captions are always like discover products in home improvement and more. Sometimes there's other categories for like essentials or like they're like running their fitness clothing wear line, stuff like that. So the question is, what's this? That's the trivia going to be today. The trivia all day today is going to be what's this? And for those, I'll try to explain with words what this is for those of you who aren't watching it. This looks like kind of like either an aim and flame, those clicker things that you use to light birthday candles, with a weird shield on it. And it's like tinted glass or tinted plexiglass shield. But the aim and flame part is like little tilted. So we've got a couple of guesses, and here was my guess, and this is why I took. This is what like started me on this, because I thought this was the tooth. This is what my dentist uses to do my fillings, and I've been thinking about that because I just lost a filling while flossing the other day. I plucked it out, and now I've got a hole in my mouth, and I'm really paranoid about it. But yeah, Daniel M says it's the tooth thing from the dentist to dry the fillings. I think that's exactly what it is. Anyone? Am I still frozen? I'll try and I'll move around just to see. Jeff Elliott saw it on Amazon. Tony Macias thinks it's a tooth whitener. Everyone thinks it's a dental curing light. Jeff Elliott thinks it's for skincare. John Sigmund says it's a water pick. That's not it. That's not it. All right, here we go. Is it running related? I don't think none of these are going to be running related because this is just what Amazon shows me. I think based on my like shopping history and my Instagram history, I think they're combining it, and this is what it's giving me. Sean Marshall thinks it's a metal detector. Plant Power Dance is a Dremel type tool. Here we go. Here's what it is. It is. I mean, the dental curing thing isn't far off. It's Amazon's choice for light cure bonding resin. So I think that light cure dental fillings, like the kind that I just lost one. Yeah. Oh, Stephen Gersdorf says it's a bunch of pixels emanating from the screen. Oh man. Hopefully someone's seeing it. Stephen Gersdorf says, "Can we ask yes or no questions?" Sure. Spencer Owen says, "Isn't it for dental?" I think I wonder if my dentist just like bought this and it's like for use for like making scale train models and also teeth. Like I wonder. But if you were wondering, it's an NSKI wireless cordless 5-watt big power LED light cure lamp, and it's Amazon's choice. Only $26. So I mean, like amazing. Yeah, I should guess the price too. That'd be funny. We can make it like The Price is Right. You know, it's like $17.99. More? Is it more or is it less? That's funny. Martha says $26 is a good deal for something we don't need at all. Daniel says $1, Bob. JC says piece of junk at that price. Mine was $1,600. Should I buy these things? Should I go back and because this is not the first time it was advertised to me, so like maybe I will go back and buy it. JOD Run says I thought it was a portable bidet for using in cornfields. No, but you know what? You know when you're carrying like the double front loaded water bottles, if you got a soft flask, you squeeze that. You know. Daniel says how to hold it after 100 miles. I don't know, but maybe I could do 100 teeth with it. Like my light cure bonding resin wand after 100 teeth. Oh, that's so funny. All right. So, yeah, Jody runs says too much information. All right, let's get to the next one. I've only got 5 of these for today. So, yeah, I wanted to find a bonus, but I was like, some of them are getting really obscure, like a metal tab that would go, like, if you have a glass, like a door to like a cabinet or something like that. I'm like, that's really random. But what's this? What do you think this is? Amazon calls it Discover Home Products and Home Improvement and more. That's what they always say. That's what it says for all of them. Martha says, we saw a Shark Tank episode yesterday that featured a fake golf club for guys to pee into discreetly on the golf course. They went for it. A urologist designed it. That is amazing. Because I guess you could just stand there, like pretend you're like, you know, lining up your shot. Oh, that's so funny. Rain Runner says, does Insta have dark mode? Yes, it does. I think it looks better in dark mode. But then again, I also feel like I feel bad for the people that went through a lot of time. Like the people that have like their feed pages is like 9 images into one big image, and they did it assuming white would be the background, and it's all messed up. Yeah, I feel sorry for them. Chris Yao thinks this is a scale, which that's what I thought it was first. I think that's a great guess. Steven Gersdorf says it's a pen holder. Jeff Elliott says it's a cutter. No, none of those are correct. Sean Marshall says a wireless Bluetooth pen. Mark Tree said lawn dart. Awesome. But I think that, yeah, Jay says that one is an intraoral camera. Are these all dental? Oh, that's so funny. No, but I think the first one to have it was KCA, a magnetic flashlight, and Lainey A called it a hanging flashlight, and that is correct. And so I'm giving you like some of the, I scrolled down a little bit for this screenshot because the original screenshot was basically this image. So I was like, that's not going to help me. And so what it is, it's a slim light. The top hooks on, I think, to the part of the, where like your, when you open up the hood, see, this is how much I know about cars. You open up the hood and the thingy, the arm that you put in it, so that way the hood stays open. What do you guys call it in the UK? The bonnet stays open. And then I don't know why, but I guess it has this magnetic piece, so that way you can angle the light better, maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what it is. It's not dental, but I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I think right here we're putting together maybe like a quarantine dental office. Get like, I don't remember how much this thing was. So, but you guys can look it up. 40 SL Max if you want. 40 SL Max, you get the light bond resin thing for $26. Now we just need some resin and a drill, like a Dremel, I guess. Yeah. So Daniel M says, Martha, can you drop a link to where to buy that club? Asking for a friend. That's so awesome. That is hilarious. What would be the running version of that? I guess the running version of that would be like like a water bladder. I don't know, but that could get real. That could be problematic. That'd be funny. Yeah. Eleni A she would bid $7.99 for that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what it was before. I didn't describe what it was before I told you guys what it was. Sorry. I'm sorry for the guys listening. But yeah, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard for people to kind of sit through some of these if you're not watching it. All right, Chris Yao giving us the additional information. The 40 SL Max 450 lumens is $51.01 on Amazon. That seems kind of like a lot though, doesn't it? Because I don't know, for 450 lumens, my headlamp is 500 lumens. And I feel like that's a pretty bright one. Although I guess like I'm trying to illuminate things far away from me, and that's illuminating things like, if you look at the picture, like the guy's working on something in the car, and it's like the light is a couple feet from his hand. Or at least where the light is superimposed Photoshop-wise in this image is not that far from his hand. So maybe that's not, but I don't know. Corey Allen says the running version of peeing in a golf club would be poop in a shoe from when you really need to go. That's so funny. Yeah, Spence Ohms agreeing with me that it says it's pricey, $51 for that light. Ronan Review says, did you say SL20 Max? No. Oh, that I think that's the first. No, that's the wrong. That's not the right sound. Sorry, that is the first SL20 reference of the day. Good work. Good work. Steven Gerzo says dentist plus running plus movie trivia equals marathon man with Dustin Hoffman. That's funny. That's so funny. That's funny. Awesome. Let's see. Let's get to the next one. All right. This time I'll remember to describe what we're looking at. What is this? So what we're looking at, it looks like there is, it kind of looks like a tee, like a golf tee, kind of. It's got a flat top, or maybe like a giant screw or a knob or handle kind of thing, but it's a flat knob up top with a black stem and then threads. And it says 100 watts, and it's a 2-pack on it. So it looks like it kind of like could fit in a light bulb, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I thought when I saw it. And then the top kind of, it looks like it's black, and it kind of looks like an old electric range that I used to have. So that's kind of what it is. Steven Gersdorf thinks it's a heated massager. I'm interested to see how you guys are going to convert this into something dental. So that's interesting. Cal Runs Boulder says that Skirt Sports had a running skirt with a trap door. That's amazing. Do you guys remember in a runner's world, it was after the 2017 or maybe the 2018 Chicago Marathon. That was a year, for some reason, bathrooms were a really big problem that year. And like, I remember that year thinking like, oh, I've got 40 minutes before I got to get into the corral. And the next thing I know, like waiting in line, the lines weren't moving. They were taking forever. And then ultimately I had to go pee behind a tree. And then I rushed to get into the corral. The following Runner's World issue was a very detailed article on how a woman could go to the bathroom behind a tree without having to take off all her gear by like pulling garments to one side or another. And I was like, okay, that's very, very detailed. It was amazing. But I don't know if you guys remember that. After that, I was like, I don't know what running is. I'm like, I don't know which direction running is going anymore. But it was pretty funny. Rainwater thinks these are Bluetooth earbuds. Plant Power Dance thinks there's some sort of heating element. Matt Frederick says heater in a light socket. Larry Lawrence says bug zapper. Storm Marshall says looks like they screw in. Lulu Moo says bug repellent. Louis Becerra says, "Is this a trivia of things you only see on as seen on TV products?" It kind of is. It's all stuff that was fed to me on Instagram by Amazon, and the only caption, like usually when you look at a product and you get an ad, like a sponsored ad in Instagram, the caption is descriptive. But I just think that because Amazon does so many of these, they just use one caption for all of them. Yeah. So is it some sort of light diffusion or color alteration? I'll get to the cut to the chase, and here's what it is. It's the WooHostam 2-pack 100-watt infrared ceramic heat lamp. So those of you guys who thought it was a heating element are correct. I just had couldn't speak correctly because I saw in the peripheral vision that John Sigmund thought that these were nipple guards, and CV76 thought these were a flux capacitor. Corey Allen says it's a part for Kip Napoleon Dynamite's 1982 time machine. That could work. Not really Hank says cigarette lighters. That's pretty close. So it's a ceramic heat lamp, black reptile emitter bulb for pet coop heater, chicken, lizard, turtle, brooder, aquarium, snake. No harm, no light, ETL listed. Which I suppose makes sense for certain reptiles that need certain amounts of darkness, because otherwise you just get like a hot light bulb. But these are heating elements, so who knew? All right. Yeah, Daniel says, I fear the direction the chat is taking this. Interesting. Louis Becerra says, I would like to see video of how to use this silly stuff. Yeah, I mean, I looked through all of these. There's no videos. There's only pictures. Sometimes, this is the only picture. This had a lot of pictures, but it was all just, more pictures of this. I don't think they had any. They might have had one in, a terrarium, or what do they call them? The habitats. But no videos. Joaquin Love wants to know, but are they true to size? That's so funny. Sean Marshall says, are your daughters Googling for a sightings project? I wonder what cued the algorithm for these wonders. I don't know. Is anyone else getting these? Someone said that they were getting the Light Cure Bond resin thing. So, yeah, I don't know. Daniel says, do you own any chicken lizards? Here's the one thing that it could be. It's kind of creepy if it is, though. I've been talking on the phone with my sister, and my sister's been raising chickens. There is, and I think this is probably the most East Coast Connecticut thing that I've ever heard of. But she is a subscriber to a chicken subscription service. She has 2 chickens. I forget what she named them. She gets the chickens and she gets the coop. And she raises the chickens and she gets the eggs to eat. They're laying hens. Is that the right term for it? And then when she's, I guess, done with them, she's not going to make a coq au vin. She's going to tell them to come pick up the chickens and pick up the coop. So unless we've been talking about that and that's where it picked it up, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Jeff Elliott says he saw this exact ad on Instagram too. Yeah. Trista said these items originally from Topsy the alternate stream. That could definitely make it. That could definitely be it. And Daniel M says Alexa is snitching on you. The thing is, I don't have an Alexa, but there is a Google Home in this house, and then there's just my phone, and then all our phones, I guess. But most of the devices in here are iOS devices. So I'm just not sure how it got us to this, but I'm glad that it did. All right. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. We got 2 more left. This one is really weird. To describe what this looks like to me, this looks like one of 2 things. It looks like kind of like a stack of Othello pieces. You guys ever played that game, Othello? I love that game. And but it looks like they're made out of clay, or maybe maybe there could be a stack of Milk Duds. The caption on Instagram sponsored ad is discover products in home improvement and more, just like all of them. Brett Reed said, let's keep it PG. Yes, keep it PG. What do you think these are? These are, remember, these are sold on Amazon. They are, yeah. Stephen Gers, or some kind of bolus. Yeah. Maybe chicken gizzards. What people were talking about. Casey says it's a Frosty the Snowman mouth kit. Corey Allen says drawer knobs. That's a good guess. Rainrunner says burnt almond butter balls. It could be, but the almond butter balls are not cooked, so they won't get burnt. Jeff Elliott says, is Othello the same as Go? I think so. Stevie76 says blueberries. No. JC says Kafuzi biscuits. It could be. That could be, just depending on scale. You don't know how close you're looking at these. That's the thing. So it's all these items on a white background. So there's no sense of scale for this image in terms of what it is. Spence Ohm says furniture tax. I think that's pretty close. That's probably the closest one. Joaquim Lewis says Swedish licorice. Of course, no, not Swedish licorice. Mark Trujillo says it's a flexible arm. Yeah, the way they're laid out, it could be kind of like a gorilla pod arm. But yeah, it's not those. All right, let's get into it. Here's what they are. They are decorative carriage house, garage, and entry door hardware. 1 3/4 inch clavos, magnet mount. So they're just like decorated nubs that you put on like a garage to make it kind of like, you know how sometimes there's like those like super like machismo leather couches that have like the nubs all around, like the metal brass rivets all around, kind of like the arms and stuff like that. Yeah, Andrea says it's cover for screw covers. Yeah. So I guess Lulu Mays, I guess they are taxed for furniture if you're thinking the garage door is furniture, but they're for your garage door, and they're decorative nubs. Yeah. It didn't say how many you get in the pack, I don't think, but they're $19.95 in case anyone wanted to know. Well, Karian says you could hang the kids' artwork in the garage with that. I'm in. That's an idea, but I guess you could just use regular magnets for that too. Yeah, Sharmar says they're garage studs. Yeah. Yeah. Joaquin Lewis says I want them. Christian, I'm giving those to someone this coming Christmas. Are they made in the USA? I'm not sure. But they're from American Garage Door. But that American Garage Decor. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, I guess. Yeah, Plant Power Dance, it does level 5 difficulty trivia. Yeah, you know what? I got a pair of socks today, and they are Belega. I want to say beluga, but that's the whale. Belega socks. And they are, like it says, real big on it, like made with yarn from the USA or something like that. And then on the other side, it says like made in South Africa. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Yeah, links in the description. Should I have linked these in the show notes for today's YouTube live stream and for the trivia? I don't know. Matt 852 said, do you have an affiliate link? I need to hit my lizard and get my garage up to HOA standards. Can you imagine if they're like, if you did live in a subdivision and they're like, Mike, we got to talk to you about your garage. You know, you've had it up for a while now, but bylaws code number 384.A sub B says you can't have exposed screws, so you're going to need to get some covers. I'll airdrop you a link to my favorite. It's an Amazon's choice, by the way, so pretty affordable, $19.95, and lots of 4.5 stars, so you're good. Can you imagine that? I wonder. Disclosures. Chris Dyke wants disclosures. None of these are. This entire trivia is not sponsored by Amazon. No one's paying me to sponsor these ridiculous products. Matt 852 says this is a garage riveted community, and there are no exceptions. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. You guys are hilarious. Free 2-day shipping. Is it Prime? Yeah, it's Prime and free returns. Awesome. You can get it by Monday, August 31st. Well, this is when I took the photo a couple of days ago. So, but you get free Amazon tech support. Can you imagine if you called up like, I'm having some tech support. I need tech support for a product I just bought. What did you get? I got the decorative carriage house, garage, and entry door hardware 1 3/4 inch clavos magnet mount. Can you help me with that? And they'd be like, we usually deal with printers and stuff. That'd be funny. Andrea says, when are you going to drop the course on how to get rich overnight? I don't know. Sell 1 3/4 inch clavos. That's the hack. That's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Stevie Simmons says, my mounts are defective. Oh, awesome. All right. Ines Dunbar says, hey, Kofuzi and everyone, just in from mountain biking and wondering if I'm on the right live stream, a photo of a garage door. Yeah, Ines, We're doing what is it? We're talking about here. I'll go to the next one so you could see. I get Amazon ads on Instagram all the time, and when Amazon does it, I have no idea what they're selling. And so I thought I would take a screenshot of just what Amazon shows me on Instagram and then ask you guys to guess. Now, what this one looks like to me looks like if there were a drum kit, like a digital drum kit, like one that you could only hear in like your headphones. This looks like it would be one would be a pedal for like the bass, and one other would be a pedal for the cymbal thingy. I don't know how to do drums. But instead of having like the arm or lever that attaches that makes it bang the bass drum, it just ends. So that's what it looks like to me. JC thinks it's a mousetrap. Jacob Lou thinks it's a mousetrap or a doorstop. Stephen Gersdorf says replacement feet for Androids. I think that works for me. I think I could see that. Christian says Star Wars Imperial Robot Army replacement feet. Yeah. Truth Becerra says Transformer feet. We're getting a lot of feet here. Martha says a page turner pedal for musicians using iPad instead of paper music. Oh, I could see that. Like a click, you know. The other guess that I would give for it is, when I saw it, is I thought it could be a pedal for, like if you're watching a teleprompter. But then I was like, this is an Amazon, and it's Discover. The caption is, remember the caption, guys. Discover products in home improvement and more. And I think all the people that said door stopper, you're correct. But the correctest answer, it was from Christy House, says door stopper alarms. Seriously, and that is correct. So this is, again, these are all Amazon's choice. So like Amazon is vouching for these. That's the EMD Mac. I'm going to say EMD Mac. I don't know. It doesn't work as an acronym or as like a word. The EMD Mac MAK doorstop alarm with 120 decibel siren doorstop for home and travel. In parentheses, black. More parentheses, pack of 2. It's Amazon's choice for door wedge alarm. $13.99. I mean, you know, you could think of it as $13.99 or $7 for each one, or $14 for one and buy one get one free. Either way, it's Prime, free returns, no free tech support on this one though. I've noticed. So if you see that, so that's what it is. It has 708 reviews. Amazing. I only noticed that because Stevie76 says fake reviews, but it says it's got 708 reviews, 4.5 stars. Stevie76 also thought that this could be a USB drive. That's possible. Yeah, Mike House has an electronic drum set pedal. That's what I thought they were when I first saw them. But remember, these are all intended for the home. And Martha says, oh, no tech support. Yeah, I mean, what's the point at that point, you know? Bert, like I says, kids could enjoy the hell out of their parents' enjoy. I think you meant to say annoy, but I think enjoy works better. The hell out of their parents with these. Just put them all over the house behind doors. That's a good. Oh, I think I'm gonna get these and prank some people with it, because like as soon as they like open a door, they're just gonna like not know what the heck is going on. Amazing. I think I'm gonna have to go get these EMD MAK door wedge alarm. Awesome. Yeah. Plant Power Dan says, I don't trust reviews anymore, not since I joined a program that gets free stuff for giving reviews. Yeah, I mean, I get it all the time. I get the email all the time, like, hey, do you want to review this thing? And before, it used to be a little bit more like a game or like a dance. You'd be like, yeah, I'm interested in that. Why don't you send me one? And they'll be like, you know what? If we send it to you, it's going to take a while. It'd be faster if you buy it, and then we'll pay you back to your PayPal account after you write a review. So like that then got condensed to, hey, do you want to review this? Buy it on PayPal and write a review. Then we'll reimburse you. And I'm like, all those, I just say no right out of the gate, no matter what it is. Yeah. So, that's it. I looked for some more, but like I said, like the more I look down this rabbit hole, so like if you look at this, back at this image, like you could see that there are a lot that you could scroll through on this Amazon Instagram ad, and there was a lot of them, but then it started getting weird, like it was like, 30 pack of bolts kind of thing. So I was like, that's not that fun. So I tried to pick the most fun ones. Hopefully you guys had fun with it too. But yeah, Corey calls that the PayPal bait and switch. Yeah, I just think that they really want like the verified reviews and stuff. So it's like, I just don't. I'm like, if that's like your goal, then your goal isn't to like have like a review or a legitimate review. Your goal is to have like a review, and you're using like reimbursing the purchase price as like ransom for a good review. And I just think that it's fraught with problems. So I don't like it. It doesn't say much about confidence in the product. So yeah. Ilya Kim says, since I started watching more and more shoe reviews, I only get shoe ads everywhere. Yeah, it's I get shoe ads, as you can imagine, everywhere as well. But I also now get these too, apparently, these door screamers. And this still is my favorite one, though, because like I'm pretty sure my dentist uses this exact tool. So, yeah, the what's it called? The cordless 5-watt big power LED light cure lamp, or a light cure bonding resin tool. So yeah. Sean Marsh says, I get athletic brewing non-alcoholic beer ads only. I don't get any of those, and I've been seeing like more ads for non-alcoholic beers, which I think is kind of fun. I remember when my wife was pregnant, she was like, I just want like a non-alcoholic beer. I won't even drink the whole thing, but I just want to I just need the taste. And I was like, none of these are good, But I feel like now there's like coming a long way. Not that I'm gonna like switch over, but maybe that'll be like a happy hour taste test one time. Yeah. All right. Shannon, good to see you. She says, I'm going to start getting these fancy doorstop ads now. If it's working, if the way like these ad algorithms work the way I think they do, like now that you've all listened to this live stream, not even had to search these yourself. Although Chris, I think, has been searching for some of these things. But I think now that you've just listened to me talk about these items, you're going to start seeing them too, I think. And I apologize in advance. Jacob says, dentists can use the doorstop alarm to scare their customers before an appointment. Yeah, that's another way to get them to open wide, right? I totally dad joked it at the end, but I feel like what a great way to end it. Yeah. All right. So I think I'm going to leave it there for today, everybody. Thanks so much for indulging me on what is that for the instead of Trivia Tuesday. It's kind of like trivia because you can guess and wrong answers are funnier. But hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a fun time like thinking about these, and I'm glad. I feel like it worked. I'm glad you guys. I think you guys liked it. I hope you guys did. I think you did. All right. I'll have another video tomorrow morning. We're going to talk about two Saucony shoes, Ride 13 versus the Endorphin Shift, and then we'll have another live stream in the afternoon, same time, 3:00 here. Well, 3:00 Central Time. And same time as today for wherever else you guys may be. In the meantime, hope you guys are staying safe out there on your run, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody.